welcome to my channel. I am not in my usual setup because I am in Poland and I am getting ready to go on a writing retreat. When I first started writing, I did daily writing challenges and I learned about them from a Ukrainian author. And I just followed her throughout many years, and then I saw that she's doing a retreat for people who like to write in Poland, in the mountains, in February, in an old castle. And I knew about this for a long time, but I wasn't sure if I could plan it, where I would be at that time of the year, so I didn't book it. But then last week, I got an email that there is a spot left and I booked it. I've never been on any retreats, so I don't know what to expect, but I hope it's going to be fun and relaxing. This week, I'm planning to spend my time doing what I like, paying more attention to my hobbies and writing specifically. But now we gotta go and grab something for dinner. There is a vegan ramen place right outside of this building. Isn't this the destiny? Decided to go and meet the other women in the group for a cup of tea. So I've just had a really nice dinner by myself. I really like going to restaurants on my own, and now I'm just walking and going to meet the people I'm going to spend the rest of the week with. I'm back in my room already, and before I go to bed, I want to journal a little bit about today. I prefer to journal about my solo travels just to keep the memories. Also, I found this device. It's melatonin and lavender food patches. I've never heard of anything like that. They're supposed to help you fall asleep faster and make you sleep better, which I want to do. So I'm going to try them on today. You basically put them on your feet and that's it. And then you take them off in the morning. I'm really excited to see if they work, because if they do, I'm gonna need more of them. I've decided not to bring any makeup with me on this trip. I'm just going to be barefaced. I once had an experiment where I didn't wear any makeup for a month, and I liked it so much that I didn't wear makeup for like half a year or something. But then lately I've started applying makeup again. I used to wear it every single day for a lot of years. So I've started applying makeup every other day if I film something, if I'm going out with someone, and I've noticed that it kind of influences my confidence a lot, which I don't want anymore. So on this trip I decided not to bring any makeup, and I also didn't really have much room left in my suitcase. Can you tell by my face that I drank half a bottle of water right before going to bed? I'm so puffy. Let's go find breakfast. Krakow means a lot to me. I used to live here for a couple of months. It feels really nice and very nostalgic to walk on these streets, but it's really cold. just had our first writing session where we set our intentions and describe our relationship with our creativity. And we also got gifts. A candle, a blanket. It's actually a lot warmer here than I expected. We were told that it's going to be quite cold in the castle, but it's, I think, fine, especially in the rooms. It might be a bit cold in the hallway, but the rooms are actually really, really warm. A notebook and a pen. My intention for this retreat is to make my writing and anything creative my priority. I've just had the loveliest walk. It takes about 40 minutes to get to the restaurant where we have lunch, but it was just a really nice activity to do before and after eating. We have another kind of like creativity, writing, journaling, rather journaling. Yeah, we've been journaling a lot. But yeah, journaling session where we talk about what it means to be creative. Today the topic is actually vulnerability and sensitivity and the strength in that, which I struggle with a little bit. We talked about our inner child, what we would say and how we would feel if we met them, and what we want to create, just in general, not even books. And my response was a bit sad, which I didn't expect. It's not sad, but just meeting my inner child, which I may have done before, but today we just kind of didn't talk with her, with little me. We kind of just looked at each other and hugged, and it's a nice practice. I'm not going to go into like a lot of details about that, but yeah, I think it was quite unusual for me today. So that was the topic of our first creativity, writing, whatever session, and we are soon to have another one, as I'm going to make some tea and yeah, just either write my book or, I don't know, maybe work on my videos or photos, or basically be creative in any way. Also, can we talk about the fact that I wear a scarf like that? I've never done that in my life, but I feel like this is the vibe for the castle. So far, we've been talking about what it means for us to create something and what it means to be a creator in any way. And we've been journaling a lot, but I want to work on my book. I finally feel inspired to get back to it. It's been a while since the last time I wrote something for that book. So I think I'm just going to journal, and we have some free time after dinner, so I'm going to try and continue my book. It's been so long since my last writing session. It feels amazing to finally start working on my book again. I fell in love with the story all over again. It's like I never had this pause. I was worried that I wouldn't be able to continue it again because it's been like months or something, or even more, since I last worked on it, but it actually felt really natural to get back to it. And I still love it so much, and I think this story should be told, and I'm really, really happy right now. It's been a really productive writing session. I finally finished the first part of the book. Oh, I'm actually really happy, and I like how it turned out. I finished a chapter and therefore the first part of the book, and I'm excited to continue tomorrow. Today's topic is listening to your heart and supporting yourself, and we did a really interesting exercise where we closed our eyes and just moved around the room with our eyes closed and just moved in any way we wanted at that moment, and I really enjoyed it. And then of course we journaled journaled about what it means to be sincere, what it means to know the truth and to listen to your heart. Also, it's really nice to be surrounded by like-minded people and people who have the same hobby, and just watching these women of different age, different background feel something similar to how I feel, and I think it's both really healing and inspiring. I'm ready to go to bed, but I just wanted to say that this day was quite intense in terms of the events. We did a lot of exercises that involved connecting with other people and working in groups, but I was actually really surprised how nice it was, because I'm usually less tactile. People here, the women here, are really inspiring. They all have such big personalities, and it's really interesting to spend time with each other. And we switch our pairs all the time, so you get to work and talk to many people, and we share our thoughts, but also you just genuinely feel heard, and that's a nice feeling. I've been journaling a lot. My hand hurts because I've been journaling a lot. I try to write everything down, just the memories of the day, like writing down the facts. I think I'm going to go to bed, read a little bit, and also the most important thing is that I've been writing a lot. I had an evening writing session, and it's been a long time since I wrote so many words. I wrote about 1,000, and it just felt really good. I felt inspired. I knew what I wanted to say. So I think this retreat is working. Today's topic is determination, and we talked about what it means to be determined to your craft. And what I understood is, for me, it's just to sit down and write and just start, not judge. what I do, just write and see what happens. So this is what I'm going to do. We have some free time and I'm going to use it to write. The theme today is honesty, and we talked about what it means to be honest with yourself and honest in your art. And then we had this interesting exercise where we sat in a group of 3 and each one of us told some, not secrets, but statements about ourselves that we are not eager to share usually. And it was actually so easy to share secrets with someone else. Again, it's not like secrets, it's more like opinions or statements or thoughts that you don't usually share with your loved ones. And then the atmosphere was so safe that it was easy to share something about yourself. Day 5 has come to an end. We did a lot of exercises on how to be honest and to understand what honesty is to you. My insight is that it's actually easy to be honest when you're not judged. And this group of women doesn't judge. They are all such great active listeners. And it's really nice to be in a group that listens to you and that hears you. Then we drew metaphorical cards, or whatever they're called. When I drew my card, I was like, I don't want this card. But I was honest about my feelings, and I realized that this is the card that I should have. Tomorrow we are going home. Look at the card. Here I see a house and a pair of hands tied together. To me, this is about how my routine interferes with what I want to do, because I'm the type of person who will clean the whole house instead of just sitting down and writing. This is why it's very difficult for me to put everything aside and just prioritize myself and what I want to create and what I want to do after I come back home. I want to put my writing and making videos or whatever I want to create first in my to-do list. It's been a while since I felt so inspired and so motivated to write my book. So now when I go home, I want to keep that state of mind. I also feel very calm and very grateful for this experience. The energy was insane. It was so calming. Again, I felt really safe and understood and not judged here. This is our last night in the castle, and we had an excursion, and it was so interesting to hear about the castle, how it was built, and I appreciate it a lot more now. This was our last day here. We are about to leave the castle, and we had our last creative session, and we talked about what it means to be authentic and how to find your authenticity. For me, it's about following your path. I'm really scared to live someone else's life. I feel like here I had the opportunity and space to do what I want to do. I kind of let go of my responsibilities and fears and doubts and all that, and I just had the space to be. Now I'm really recharged and inspired, and I can't wait to go back home and just continue feeling this way, hopefully. This is what I'm living with, and I'm just really grateful for this experience. This was my first retreat ever. It just all fell into place because I booked it a couple of days before it started, and I took the last spot, and I wasn't sure if I was going to make it, but everything worked out, and I think it's for the best. So with a lot of gratitude in my heart, I'm saying goodbye to this beautiful castle. Fell in love with it, and I hope I'll come back one day.
Chyba, żeby teraz jak? Zapiąć, dopasować